Meet the $183 billion brain. In just 8 years, this market explodes from $7 billion, growing almost 50% every single year.
So, what exactly is an AI agent? Unlike a chatbot, it doesn't just answer, it acts on a loop. First, it perceives its environment through inputs and context. Then it reasons about what to do, plans the steps carefully, and takes action in the real world. Finally, it learns from the result and goes around again. Give it a goal, like book my trip to Tokyo, and it breaks that down entirely on its own, searching flights, comparing hotels, building a full itinerary, and even paying, all without you lifting a finger.
Here's the difference in action. Ask a chatbot to plan your Tokyo trip, and it offers a few helpful tips. Then it stops and waits for you. Give that same goal to an agent and watch what happens. It books the flight for $840, reserves the hotel for 4 nights, and builds a complete 5-day itinerary from start to finish. A chatbot talks, but an agent actually gets it done.
But how does an agent actually think? It runs a reasoning loop called REACT: thought, action, observation, and repeat. Ask it which chip company leads in AI. The agent first forms a thought, then acts by fetching real data. It observes that NVIDIA is worth $5 trillion and owns 85% of the AI GPU market, while AMD sits near $250 billion, with just 12%. So it reasons, fetches, and compares, then delivers its own verdict. NVIDIA dominates AI compute. And notice, there was no human in the loop.
Every agent is built from 7 core components. First, perception. It sees the world through data streams, APIs, and sensors. Second, memory, both short-term context and long-term knowledge. Third, reasoning, the engine that weighs options and makes decisions. Fourth, planning, breaking complex goals into ordered steps. Fifth, tools, the hands that reach out to search, code, or call external services. Sixth, the executor, the part that actually carries out each action. And seventh, reflection, the ability to self-critique, learn from mistakes, and improve. 7 components. 1 autonomous mind.
For agents to be useful, they need to plug into everything. Think of it as the USB-C of AI. 3 open protocols make it happen. MCT connects an agent to tools like search, databases, and email. A2A lets one agent talk to another, manager to worker. And ACP defines the shared stack beneath them. How bytes move, how messages format, and what each agent can do.
So how big is this prize, really? Every major forecast points the same way, straight up. From a base of just $7.6 billion in 2025, Markets and Markets sees the market reaching $93 billion by 2032. Grandview projects nearly $183 billion by 2033, and Precedence pushes past $199 billion by 2034. Whichever number you pick, that's compound growth near 50% a year, a market 24 times bigger in just 8 years, being born in real time, right before our eyes.
Now follow the money. The first fortune always flows to the picks and shovels, the raw infrastructure. Combined AI capital spending jumps from $230 billion to over $800 billion by 2027, up a staggering 77% in a single year. Amazon, Microsoft, Alphabet, and Meta lead the pack, together pouring roughly $725 billion into AI compute, the single biggest infrastructure build-out in the history of technology.
So who actually profits from the agent boom? Let's group the players into 3 clear buckets. First, the picks and shovels. NVIDIA sells the raw compute, commanding 85% of the entire AI GPU market. Then come the platforms. Microsoft's Copilot drives a $37 billion run rate. ServiceNow bakes agents right into enterprise workflows, and CrowdStrike defends them. And finally, the pure plays built for this moment. Salesforce's Agentforce is growing revenue over 200%, while Palantir's commercial business climbs 85%. Picks, platforms, and pure plays. 3 distinct ways to own this trend.
Is this real or just hype? The proof is already here in production. Klarna's AI assistant did the work of hundreds of support agents, though the company later rebalanced with humans for quality. JPMorgan put agent-powered tools in front of 250,000 employees. Walmart is now handling 40 times more tasks with automation. And on SWE-bench, a notoriously tough coding benchmark, agents solved 74% of real-world problems in 2025. This isn't a flashy demo. It is already shipping today.
Agents don't just change the tech, they change the business model. The old world charged $30 per user every month, whether you logged in or not. The new world charges per outcome, a couple of dollars only when the agent actually delivers. As seat-based pricing slides from 60% toward 30%, over $230 billion of software spending is up for grabs.
But not everything will work out. Industry analysts estimate that up to 40% of AI agent deployments could be abandoned by 2027, killed by unclear return on investment and spiraling costs. Then there's the energy problem. The data centers powering these agents already consume 415 terawatt-hours a year. And that number could more than double to 945 terawatt-hours by 2030. Governments are stepping in too. The European Union's AI Act starts rolling out real obligations between 2025 and 2028. Massive opportunity. Real risks.
So what comes next? We move from one agent to a whole workforce of them. A manager agent plans and delegates to specialists. A researcher, a coder, an analyst, a writer, and a QA agent. All working in parallel toward the same goal. Add on-device agents that run private and offline, plus converging protocols, and you get the fabric racing toward that $183 billion prize.
Agent AI, the era of software that acts. $183 billion happening right now. If this breakdown helped, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment below.